Here at Bikes Online, we like to do things a little differently, which is why for our birthday this year, we're giving you the gifts with one of the biggest anniversary sales we've ever done. We're also giving away a custom one-of-a-kind Polygon Siskiyou T8, but more on that at the end of the video. Our prices are so low during this anniversary sale that the big dogs over at Bikes Online won't even let me share the prices in this video. But they've guaranteed me that for the month of March, the prices will be the best on the market, hands down. And if a competitor lowers their price, we will too. So if you see a bike that piques your interest, you can find a link to check it out in the description. So with that, let's hop into the US side of things with the Polygon Siskiyou T9. The Siskiyou T series are Polygon's do-it-all trail bikes, and the Polygon Siskiyou T9 is the top of the range build that Polygon released exclusively for Bikes Online. But if you think that means you'll have to sell a kidney to afford it, I've got some good news for you. Right now, for our anniversary sale, it's more affordable than it's ever been. There's way too much exciting stuff happening with the Polygon Siskiyou T9 to cover in this short excerpt, but I'll hit a few highlights. Up first is a Fox Performance Elite suspension, with a Fox 36 fork up front and a Flodex shock in the rear, which is lighter, stronger, and more tunable than anything Polygon has ever spec'd on a Siskiyou T. You also get a Shimano XT drivetrain with an incredibly wide 10x51 tooth gear range. And my personal favorite, the ultra-powerful TRP DHR Evo brakes. You can find these babies on World Cup downhill bikes, so you better believe they'll slow you down in a hurry. So if you're ready to take your riding to the next level, then there's never been a better time to upgrade to the Polygon Siskiyou T9. One of the fastest growing cycling disciplines over the last few years has been gravel cycling. And if you're now ready to jump on the bandwagon, then you've got to check out this next bike. The GT Grade features GT's iconic triple triangle aluminum frame, which offers up to 30 millimeters of rear wheel compliance, enhancing comfort and ride quality. You also get a lightweight yet strong carbon fiber fork, 10-speed microshift drivetrain, and mechanical disc brakes for the perfect blend of easy maintenance and predictable performance. One of my favorite things about the Grade is just how versatile it is. Do you want to use it for bikepacking or commuting? Well, you got it. The ample amount of mounting points on the frame and fork make gear storage a breeze. But what if you're more interested in aggressive trail riding? It's got you covered there too, with generous 45mm tire clearance and the ability to run a suspension fork. Now, take this and put it at an unbeatable price and you've got yourself a bike that's hard to pass up. But over at Bikes Online, we really offer the full spectrum. So let's say you're looking for something in between the two last options, maybe lighter and faster than the T9, but a little bit more capable than the GT Grade. Well, let me introduce you to the Superior XF 929RC, now at the lowest price we've ever listed it for. The XF 929RC is Superior's carbon fiber cross-country bike that's designed for both racing and extended off-road touring. The RockShox Recon fork and DT Swiss R232 shock help take the edge off of long days in the saddle, but can be remotely locked out for maximal efficiency via a 3-position bar-mounted lever. It also features a full Shimano group set, including a 12-speed SLX drivetrain and MT410 brakes. All of this puts the bike's total weight at a staggeringly low sub 30 pounds or 13 kilograms of weight. I've been putting quite a few miles on this bike over this last winter, and let me tell you, if you've never been on a sharp XC race bike like the 929RC, you're really missing out. This bike is special. But that's not the only Superior we've chosen to include in our anniversary sale. The next Superior I want you to check out is the Superior XF 979TR. This carbon fiber trail bike takes everything I love about the racier RC models, like the one I just mentioned, but bumps up the bike's capability with increased travel, a slacker head tube angle, and some chunkier tires. The 979 in particular gets a 140mm RockShox Revelation RC fork paired with the RockShox Monarch RT shock that delivers 130mm of rear wheel travel. It also has a Shimano XT and SLX drivetrain, Shimano Deore 4-piston brakes, and DT Swiss M1900 wheels wrapped in Schwalbe knobby Nick tires. Best yet, Superior has still managed to keep the weight at just 29 pounds, or 13.1 kilograms, which is insane for a trail bike at this price. So if you're looking for a bike that's equally capable of winning an XC race as it is safely handling Black Diamond trails, then the Superior XF 979TR is the one for you. We've got one last bike to highlight on the US side of things for our anniversary sale, and that is the Scott Voltage YZ 0.1. I've always been a believer that playing around on a dirt jumper, whether that's at your local dirt jumps, pump track, or just in front of your house, is one of the best and easiest ways to progress as a rider. And now these performance gains are cheaper than ever. The Voltage features a sleek, polished aluminum frame, which helps keep the weight at an impressively low 28.2 pounds or 12.8 kilograms. Its ultra-short, adjustable chainstays enhance stability and responsiveness, making it ideal for spinning 360s or pumping through rollers. At the front of the bike is a 100mm X-Fusion slant DJ fork, providing excellent shock absorption and support for a variety of riding styles. And finally, you get a pivotal seat and seat post to help dial in saddle position while further reducing weight. I personally am a huge fan of the dirt jumpers, so I love to see Bikes Online making them even more accessible and affordable than ever with the anniversary sale. Let's transition now from bikes to parts and accessories, which happen to be available in both the US and Australia. Now, one of my favorite brands that we carry over at Bikes Online is IXS. They make some of the best performing and most stylish riding gear on the market. And right now, we've got a whole slew of their products at lower prices than you'll find anywhere else. First up is the Trigger X MIPS, a 3/4 shell design to split the difference between a full face and a typical half shell. Despite the added material, the Trigger X is still exceptionally lightweight and breathable, coming in at just 550 grams for a medium. There's also a sophisticated array of vents, an adjustable visor, and rubberized portion on the back of the helmet for goggle retention. Let's stick with helmets for just a bit longer so I can tell you about my next favorite product, the Trigger Full Face. I just got this helmet earlier this year and have been loving it so far. It's lightweight, offers a wide range of fit adjustment, and best of all, provides a super wide field of view. It also is very well ventilated, specifically in the chin bar, which makes long climbs up to my favorite enduro trails a breeze. Now that we've got your head covered, what about the rest of your body? Well, lucky for you, we're offering some awesome sales on the IXS Carve line of mountain bike apparel, including the Carve pants, Carve Evo shorts, and Carve gloves. But that's just the tip of the iceberg, so be sure to check out bikesonline.com to find even more parts, accessories, and apparel included in this year's anniversary sale. Heck, we even have an e-bike compatible hitch bike rack, which usually costs an arm and a leg, on sale for an unbelievable price. But hurry, the sale ends at the end of the month. But let's jump back to bikes now because we have 5 incredible deals for our Australian customers, starting with the Marin Alpine Trail XR, the very bike that won Pinkbike's Value Product of the Year for 2024. This hard-charging enduro bike features 160mm of travel in the back, a 170mm fork, and more geometry adjustments than I care to count. This makes it an ideal bike for everything from enduro racing to bike park laps. Despite its insanely low price, the Alpine Trail XR is spec'd with some phenomenal components, including RockShox Ultimate Suspension, a 12-speed SRAM GX group set, and SRAM DB8 brakes. There's also an in-frame storage compartment in the down tube for all your mid-ride snacks. My husband and fellow Bikes Online host Josh was lucky enough to spend a lot of time on the Marin Alpine Trail XR last summer and was blown away by its wide range of setup options, allowing you to run it as a poppy freeride bike, a low and fast race bike, or really anywhere in between. So if you're ready to save even more money on a bike that was already named the Value Bike of the Year, then you better pick up the Marin Alpine Trail XR now. Now that you've already picked out an enduro bike for yourself, why not kit out your kids with the new Polygon Siskiyou D24 Evo? This 24-inch youth bike packs adult-sized performance in a bite-sized package, all at a price you won't find anywhere else. The lightweight aluminum frame is paired with 120mm of air-sprung travel front and rear, which can be easily adjusted via a shock pump to match your child's weight and riding style. It also gets a 10-speed Shimano Q's drivetrain for smooth, reliable shifts, a set of Textro hydraulic disc brakes with youth-specific levers, tubeless-ready wheels and tires, and even a dropper post, which adds a huge level of confidence and control on descents. Last but not least, the bike is mullet compatible, meaning you can swap the stock 24-inch front wheel out for a 26-inch as your child grows, extending the life of the bike and their riding progression. So if you've got an up-and-coming ripper who's been held back by an underbuilt bike, then the D24 Evo is absolutely the bike for them. The third bike I want to highlight for the Australian market is the Polygon Siskiyou TEN. You can think of this bike as a pedal assist version of the legendary Polygon Siskiyou T8. You get the same lively suspension performance and well-rounded handling, but now with the added juice to ride twice as far in half as much time. In addition to a plethora of high-end components like RockShox suspension, Magura brakes, and a SRAM drivetrain, you also get Bosch's latest performance line CX drive unit. This motor packs a healthy max torque of 85 Newton meters, making even the steepest, most challenging climbs a breeze. That's paired with a 650 watt-hour battery, which in my opinion is the perfect balance between weight savings and range. Another cool feature here that's a first for bikes in the Siskiyou lineup is a flip chip, located on the shock mount that allows you to run the bike with either a 29-inch rear wheel for all-out speed, or you could size down to a 27.5-inch for increased playfulness and agility. Check it out for yourself at bikesonline.com. Let's switch gears for a moment and bring it back to another gravel bike. This time it's the Superior X-Road Team Comp GR. And while its name may be a bit of a mouthful, it more than makes up for its incredible race-proven performance. The X-Road gets a full carbon frame set and carbon fiber DT Swiss wheels, putting the weight of a size large at just 20 pounds or 9 kilograms. You also get a stealthily integrated cockpit, 11-speed Shimano GRX drivetrain, and 40mm wide tires. These, combined with the X-Road's well-rounded geometry, make it the ideal drop bar quiver killer, perfect for everything from gravel racing to group road rides. Now for our fifth and final bike, we obviously have the classic Polygon Siskiyou T8. This was the bike that made me fall in love with Polygon, and I know I'm far from alone in that sentiment. The T8 pairs mid-travel suspension with some pretty aggressive geometry to make a bike that's as versatile as it is value-packed. And when I say value, I mean it. This bike is available in either 29-inch or 27.5-inch wheels, and depending on which wheel size you go with, will have a 140 or 150mm fork and 135 or 140mm of travel in the rear, both of which come from Fox. You'll also get a 12-speed Shimano SLX drivetrain with a wide-range 11x51 tooth cassette and some 4-piston Shimano MT420 brakes. Collectively, this makes for a bike that's comfortable on everything from all-day trail rides to dirt jump laps, and you better believe my T8 has seen more than its fair share of both. The Polygon Siskiyou T8 has been the catalyst for countless riders looking to progress further into the sport of mountain biking. So whether it'll be your first mountain bike or your fifth, there's really never been a better time to get yourself a T8 than right now. Speaking of the T8, we have one more pretty important business item to discuss, and that is our giveaway. Bikes Online has put together just 2 of these beautiful 90s-inspired T8s, and they're giving them both away, one for the US and one for Australia. The bikes feature a polished aluminum frame with custom graphics on the frame, shock, and fork, as well as some sweet chrome bars and pedals to complete the look. To enter, all you have to do is head over to the Bikes Online homepage and complete the sign-up form, and you could be one of just 2 riders to own this one-of-a-kind, or I guess 2-of-a-kind bike. Best of luck on the giveaway, and if you want a little extra karma, hit that like and subscribe button down below, Bikes Online channel, where I'll be hanging out. Let us know if you have any questions or comments also while you're down there. After you've done that, get out there and get ripping.